So, it's launch day. Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous just came out. We're about to start it. Here we go. It'll mute and pause on tabbing if you don't have it borderless windowed. I do have it on borderless windowed. Full screen borderless window. It does mute and pause when I click out of it on that. And I don't see an option to have it not mute when I click out. Let's turn that down just a little. Okay, yeah, save. All right. Do you have a full guide for Ranger? Are you playing the one? I've got guides on a few different Ranger builds, yeah. Exclamation guides if you just want to skim through them all. All right, new game. Main story. Join the struggle against the World Wound, an epic war between the Galarian and the Abyss that has raged for more than 100 years. Up to now, the Crusader armies have barely managed to curb the overwhelming enemy forces, but not for much longer. The Demon Lords are preparing to strike a decisive blow. You will have to harness mythic powers, take command of the 5th Crusade, and lead it against the demonic hordes. As we got the Pathfinder Paladin, I think, doing a block. This guy with angel wings. That's one of the races you can play, I think. That's the Azamars. You got a demon lady down here. Someone getting some skeleton getting zapped. Actually, I think that was a normal dude, and the lightning from this guy just turned it into a skeleton. Oh wait, that's like a lightning whip. I just realized this whole lightning thing is a whip from this demon. Okay. All right. Difficulty. Normal mode. These are normal mode things. Auto level up is off. I want to do my own level ups. I don't want it to do them automatically. I'm turning that off. For the first playthrough, I will leave the rest of it as it is. Okay, and then you get the option of using a pre-made character. Or, is that a Genasi? Oh, wow. They had a Genasi. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys the TLDR version. This person, one of their parents shagged an elemental. They're half earth, half fire, half water, or half air. Mom or dad got busy with a rock. That's the TLDR version of a Genasi. Alright, custom character. Now, this is pretty cool. I spent some time today downloading a packet. So these are the default portraits you can choose from. I downloaded like 400 more. Oh, so we're going to come back to portrait. We're going to come back to this. Just give me glowy eye, old man. We're going to come back to this after I decide what we're going to be. What should I post the issue under? Box, I don't know what your issue is. If it's technical, put it in tech support. If it's Guild Wars 2 related, put it in Guild Wars 2. If it's medical, go to WebMD. I don't know what your issue is. Alright, so we're just going to hover that guy for a second. Now, classes. First, we're going to briefly go through these. Alchemist, and there's 6 options. Arcanist has 6 options. Barbarian, Bard, Blood Rager, Cavalier, Cleric, Druid, Fighter, Hunter, Inquisitor, Kineticist, Magus, Monk, Oracle, Paladin, Ranger, Rogue, Shaman, Skald, Slayer, Sorcerer, War Priest, Witch, or Wizard. And each of them have 6 to 7 different varieties. Now, I would say a third of those were not in Pathfinder Kingmaker. So there's a lot. We have a lot to choose from. Now, some of these, Skald, I have no experience with. Kineticist and Blood Rager, I think I have no experience with. The rest of them, I know the basics. Now, Druid in this game is completely different from Druid in Guild Wars 2. And yet, I do love it. I do love it. They have access to certain spells that no one else has access to, such as Bark Skin, which raises everybody's armor. Things like that. Very useful stuff. And of course, they get a pet. I love my pet classes. So, let me look at the new Druid options. Yes, Druids do have shape-shifting. The Druids can turn into animal. So a base Druid, you could just be a base Druid, gets wild shape. They can turn into various animals and elementals at higher level. And so they can fight alongside the other guys. So, let's see. Blight Druid, they lose their pet, and they gain something called Blight Bond, which allows them access to death and destruction spells. Okay, wow. That's like making someone mad that has power over fungus or something. Defender of the True World specializes in tracking down, diverting, and slaying Fey threats. So any enemy that's a Fey, you have bonuses to murder them. But you will lose a few other perks in trade. Okay. Drovier. This made me laugh earlier today, chat. Listen to this. Droviers view their allies and adventuring companions as a herd or pack to be protected and directed. That's basically me as a healer on any raid boss. No, Timmy, get out of the fire right this way. DPS, who's a good boy? Yeah, fantastic. With variations on that theme ranging from culture to culture. So, what does the Drovier get? They do get a companion, but they don't get the nature bond that other druids get. What else do they lose? Okay, so they lose shapeshifting, but they gain communal aspect, which allows you to buff your entire party in various ways. So, like, what is this? So, aspect of the stag. If you put this on your whole party, they gain +2 to, let's see. Your features become elongated and sinewy, and you grow a set of antlers used for defense. You gain +2 dodge to armor class against attacks of opportunity. Your movement speed increases by 20 feet per turn, and you can move through undergrowth at normal speed. Furthermore, whenever you're hit with an attack of opportunity, you can counter-attack with your antlers. So you can just cast this on your whole party. So you lose shape-shifting, but you can give your whole party, like, claws, fangs, horns, the eyes of a falcon to see better. You know, just all kinds of crazy stuff. So that's interesting. That is an interesting trade. Elemental Rampager. Some druids embrace the destructive aspect of nature and its elements, using this power to feel the prowess in combat. Season, I saw that. So what? They lose nature bond, but they gain claws. They permanently gain claws. And a skill called Rampage, which looks very similar to a Barbarian Rage. This is some Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde looking crap. Okay. Fey Speaker. Okay, I know, I'm familiar with this one already. They lose spontaneous summoning, which I'm a huge fan of, but in trade they get the ability to do like illusions and stuff. Primal Druid, oh. Chad, have you ever heard of Dinomancy? It's dinosaur magic. Primal Druids hone their spiritual and magical connections to nature's largest creatures, especially dinosaurs and megafauna, revering these massive creatures as living relics of a primeval time when all creatures were more in harmony with nature. Can you play an alchemist? You can play 6 different types of alchemist, yes. That's not what I'm going to do with my main character, maybe with an additional one. Yeah, Primal Druid has returned to Monkey. Let's see, they lose bond and sense. What do they gain? Primal size. Primal Druid adds Enlarge Person to her list of class spells. She could also channel stored energy to cast the spell without preparing it. She loses a prepared spell of first slot hard to cast Enlarge Person. That's really powerful. To really dumb this down, imagine if the fighter in your group is like, 6 feet tall, and then a couple times per day you can make them 10 feet tall. That's really powerful. I think it's just like, so I cast Godzilla. Go get him, Bob. They lose nature, says they lose nature bond. +4 against their spell, like supernatural bodies, okay, and plants. They lose resist nature's lure. Anything else? I guess everything else is the same. So really, there's not that much that changes here, honestly. Alright, man, Drovier might be my favorite one. The one where you buff your entire party with animal enhancements. I've never played a Drovier. So basically, I would give up shapeshifting, but I could give the whole party, like, minor animal enhancements. That sounds pretty neat to me. I think I'm going to try that. I want to hover on Drovier. Turning into a dinosaur. No one gets shapeshift dinosaur, but you can have your companion be a dinosaur. Alright, so then you choose a race. So your race does matter in this game. For example, you know, if you play a gnome, tiny little guys, minus strength. They're very fragile. Or they're weak. But you know, we got dwarves, you know, much stockier. You know, they're considered a medium race. Let me turn off my fan. I'm freezing right now. Okay. So we got humans. So the main thing is look as the bonus. They get an extra feat, they get an extra skill. Elves, tall, lanky boys. Elven immunities, they are immune to magic sleep effects and +2 against throws. You're a streamer fighting demons, you definitely should be an ASMR. There's only one race in the game and it's half-orc. I don't know about that. Elven magic, racial heritage. Humans are an insanely good option in normal Pathfinder, and so are Aasimars, and I'll get down to them. Halfling, half-elf, half-orc, Aasimar. Aasimar is if Genasi is mom banged an elemental, Aasimar is dad banged an angel. it's basically that. Your relative, one of your relatives was an angel, which means one of your other relatives had really high charisma. Let's see, Tiefling is the same thing, but demons. Genocide thing. Dampier is something to do with like vampire. What is this? Plus your resist undead stuff, resist level drain. React positive negative issues if they were undead. Ooh. That's you need like a whole special party to be able to deal with that. Basically, heals hurt this guy, and negative magic, which usually hurts people, heals this guy. So if you're not careful, you could like nuke your own dude with a heal. Okay, and then Kitsune. I have never seen these things before. I didn't know these existed, so these are here now. What do they get? +2 to mobility checks. Can assume the appearance of a specific single human form of the same sex. The Kitsune always takes a specific form when she uses this ability. A Kitsune in human form cannot use bite attack. Okay, so they can shapeshift. That's kind of neat, I guess. I don't know that any of this makes up for having one less feat.
A new arrival.
What does the elemental people get? They're slower by default. +1 perception. Acid resistance. Wait, this is like an earth genocide. Can you be one of the other ones? You can be metal, standard, or crystal. Okay, interesting. So this game is just the earth people. Resist acid, resist energy, +2 to perception, and they're slow. That slower movement would be pretty rough. I remember Aasimar was really good. What was it? Oh, this right here. Resist acid, cold, and electricity is pretty intense. You can summon a halo at will. Gives +2 saving throws against becoming blinded or dazzled. And heritage. I think that means that you can choose a heritage, and then you get bonuses as a result of that. Angelkin, Emberkin, Idalkin, blah, 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 blah. +2, what is this? +2 strength and charisma. Now, if we were to be a druid, wisdom is our most important stat. Do any of these have wisdom? That one does. Lawbringer. Constitution and wisdom. I love seeing you returning these RPGs since what we start making content for. It's true, it's true. Muse Touch, Dex and Charisma. Plumikith, Dex and Wisdom. So I get higher base stats.
A new arrival.
Welcome to Arrival. Hello. What about these guys? Crystal guy gets color spray, strength, charisma. Oh wait, strength, charisma, and -2 to wisdom. No, we need wisdom. Lead blades. All melee weapons you are carrying when the spell is cast deal damage as if they were one size larger. Oh, Jesus. Stone Fist. This spell transform your hand into living stone. While this spell's in effect, your unarmed strikes do not provoke AOs and do extra damage. That's cool and all, but none of that would really be useful for a druid. Are you big on the lore of Pathfinder? Not a lot, no. I've played, like, you know, homebrew campaigns and stuff like that, but I don't know the lore of the Pathfinder universe, no. Okay. What do tieflings get? Tiefling Heritage. What are our options? Wow, they're... Damage reduction? That's pretty wild. You can blind an enemy. Duration permanent? Wow, you just can ruin that guy's whole life. Alright, what does this guy got? Hideous laughter. The subject is afflicted with uncontrollable laughter. It collapses into a gale. It's a stun. They laugh constantly and you attack them. Foul Spawn. Cacophonous Call. Blaring cacophony discordant sounds. Grim Spawn. Your melee touch attack does 46 damage. Hell Spawn. Alright. Dude, this blindness thing. +2 to Dex and Wisdom, -2. Oh, we can't do this as Druid. It's minus Wisdom. That would be really bad. This thing has Motherless. Oh my god. Well, we're not... okay. Wow. That's dark. +2 to Strength and Wisdom, -2 penalty to Intelligence, +2 mobility, lore, and nature. And they can bite. Alright, let's moving on. Pitborn, Stone Call. Plus the area, break covers the only terrain. Okay, Light and Destruction. Strength and Charisma, -2 to Intelligence. Shackleborn, -2 Wiz. I'm not even going to read it. -2 Intelligence. Tiefling. Okay, some of these are pretty neat, but I don't know if I want any of these package deals. +1 to attack rolls against clerics and paladins. It just really does hate clerics and paladins. Screw those guys. Was it only the Motherless that had the... Or no, who was it who had the damage reduction? These guys have acid resistance 5, but minus Wisdom. These guys did, but they had minus. Okay. Are the companions the same from Kingmaker? I'm not sure. I guess we're gonna find out pretty soon. You know, I avoided that goblin so much in my first playthrough, I didn't know that that goblin was someone who could join your party until I saw it on somebody else's stream. Alright. Do the Kitsune... What are their options? Keen Katsune or Standard? So it just affects their stats, nothing beyond that. What about the Dampire? So some stat shifting. Nothing as crazy as the Oread, the Tiefling, and the Azamar, though. I think the devs would go about some mouse issues on the highest difficulty. I don't remember anything more. I'm on normal difficulty for the first playthrough, though. Alright. Let's see. I want something with plus Wisdom. This is plus Con and Wisdom, plus Persuasion and Perception, and can cast Hold once a day. Dex and Wisdom, plus Immovability and cast Invisibility. That's pretty good. Dex and Wisdom. Higher Dexterity. Dexterity is kind of like how well you can like move your body, and you can use that for like it boosts your armor a bit. It's like you can use that to dodge. So it'll help you land attacks with bows as well. What is a Garuda? They're shivering avian features. You're a bird person? Sure. Alright, next. Alright, what do you want your background to be? This basically just is something where you could choose what weapons you want to be able to start out able to use in addition to what your class gives you. So, let's see. Scythe, Great Axe, Hand Axe, Battle Axe, Heavy Pick, Light Pick. If we're gonna get a dex bonus, I would kind of like to be something that's got a bow. Is there something like that? Dart, Sling, Throwing Axe, Javelin. I'm pretty sure druids get like a small crossbow by default. Search the case for armor proficiency. This is like, you become a book nerd? Oh my gosh, what are all these? This cantrip, oh, you get a free cantrip? That's kind of cool. Street Urchin. Oh my god. Wanderer. Oh, hey, here, Hunter. Lore, Nature, and Perception to the list of class skills. Did I already have those class skills, though? Shortbow and longbow. Bounty Hunter, Gladiator, Guard, or Mercenary. I kind of like that. Is this game multiplayer? I don't think so. All right, we're gonna be. We were a hunter in the past. Okay, so stat selection. Now this is the thing where if you played pen and paper, you would roll a d20 and you would choose these things. But this game uses a system where you've got like a pool of points. But the more you put into one thing, the more expensive it gets. So if you watch that 25, it goes down by 1, down by 1, down by 1, down by 2, down by 2, down by 3, down by 3, and on and on and on. And there's only so high you can get it. So it's quite an investment to do that. So let's see. Now, you see the green thumb is just to tell you this is really important for your class. You want this. Now, I took the thing that doesn't have shape-shifting. I mean, having just like a little in that doesn't hurt. Don't forget to choose your portrait. Yeah, we'll go to that in a sec. I'm off time, since are annoying. Have a great evening, everyone. Thanks for streaming. See you, Night Dice. You can choose rolling for stats or points by Pathfinder. Yeah, it depends on who your DM is. I guess I can do that just for more skills there. Okay. Alright. So we'll come back to this in a second. Portrait. So we ended up going Azamar. Actually, I think after we've chosen our appearance, I'll go back to the portrait. Or, let me see. Oh my god. I'm suddenly like, maybe I shouldn't have downloaded 300. Oh, here we go. Perfect. Right, that is exactly what our angel-blooded person looks like. The glowy yellow-eyed people are the Azamars. When in doubt, we could just get like the hooded stranger. It's like ogres in here? Or I guess they're supposed to be half-orcs. Okay, it seems like all the Azamars were near the top. Wait. Wait, is that Dark Souls? I'm pretty sure I used this in Kingmaker. I'm pretty sure this is the one I used in Kingmaker. Yeah, that's an Estus flask. Alright, is there a better one than this? I don't know if there's anything better than Praise the Sun. Oh my gosh, calm down. I don't have wings. Actually, I think they do get wings at a higher level. Oh, wow, that's a bit dark. You know what? Where was our souls person? Where's he at? Where's he at? I dig it. Praise the sun. Okay. Why did it take me back here? Oh, that's why. Skills. Alright, so anything that's a class skill, it's cheap, like putting, you notice how, like, I put my first point in this, it goes up by 1? When I put my first point in this, it went up by a lot. So we want to make sure, if possible, to get all our class skills. Now, I actually can't afford all of them. I'm 1 point short of being able to do that. So I'm thinking, if I go back to int, if I get my int 2 higher, I don't know if that's possible. Unless I drained it out of something else. That would be intensive. Okay. Those were custom portraits? Yeah, I downloaded a pack from Nexus Mods. Alright, we do want athletics. We will give up knowledge arcana in exchange for athletics. I think that's going to be more important. And if you're new to the game, you can mouse over it and it'll tell you, like, this is going to be useful for if you try to do these things. And, if I look at mobility, if you try to move past an opponent in combat without them getting a free hit on you, squeezing through a tight spot, climbing and jumping in combat, stuff like that. So, yeah, everyone is going to be good at different things. Okay, feat. And that's F-E-A-T. So, calm down, thirsty horde boys. Humans get to start with an extra one of these, which is incredibly powerful. But for us, I think we only get one. It's like if I take this, how many do I have? I've just got the one. Now, one crazy thing I could do is this game added mounts. So if I search for, actually wait, where did it go? Is it mounted combat? Why can't I see it? Maybe can Druid not get it? I'm not sure, but if you get an animal companion, and that animal companion is larger size than you, so you get something that is larger than you are, you can use it as a combat mount. Druid should be able to get it. Why can't I see it? Does it require something I don't have? It might have a step, maybe like I didn't have enough strength or something. Mounted combat. Requires mobility 1 and 3 intelligence. 1 mobility. Once per round when your mount is hit in combat, you attempt a mounted check to negate the hit. The hit is negated if your mobility check result is greater than the opponent's attack roll. So my Druid is not going to have really high mobility. So let's go back to skills here. Like I could put 1 point in it, but if I need to have it be higher, I wonder if there's another way I could get mobility as a skill. Nothing? There's no background that has the word mobility in it? Skills. Lore nature and perception, lore nature, persuasion, trickery, world. Jesus. Persuasion, knowledge, arcana. We're just looking for the word mobility to be really bright. Oh! River Kingdom's Daredevil adds mobility to the list of class skills. She also becomes proficient with short swords and daggers. In addition, River Kingdom's Daredevil gains a +2 bonus to AC against attacks of opportunity. If the character already has this skill, blah, 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 then they get short swords and daggers. Mobilities and athletics. And a +2 against trips. And here's another one. Warrior of the Lenorm Kings, and you get 5 cold resist.